The world we live in is full of mystery and wonder. Simply observing the natural world around us reveals this truth. Yet we often overlook the inherent limitations of our senses. Our perception of reality is confined by what we can see, hear, touch, taste, and smell. Yet these senses only offer a narrow glimpse into the vastness of existence. Consider, for example, the phenomenon of dark matter and dark energy, which constitute the majority of the universe's mass and energy, but remain invisible and undetectable to our senses. This illustrates how our perception of reality is limited by what we can directly observe. Moreover, advancements in quantum mechanics and theoretical physics have revealed the existence of multiple dimensions and alternate realities, challenging our conventional understanding of reality. These discoveries suggest that reality itself is far more complex and multifaceted than we can comprehend with our limited senses. In our exploration of life's dimensions, we often rely on the tangible parameters of height, width, and depth to navigate our understanding of space. These dimensions provide the framework for conceptualizing physical reality and spatial relationships within our daily lives. The fourth dimension is understood to be time, but beyond this dimension there are higher dimensions that are beyond the comprehension of most people. These higher dimensions are believed to be the physical properties that govern the behavior of particles on a quantum level. These higher dimensions are believed to interact with each other in ways that are not easily understood, and it is thought that they could explain phenomena such as gravity and quantum entanglement. In addition, research into these higher dimensions has the potential to revolutionize our understanding of the universe and the laws that govern it. And then there's consciousness. By understanding consciousness, we can gain insight into how these dimensions of reality are interconnected with each other. For example, we can learn how the fourth dimension of time is interrelated with the other dimensions of space, energy, and thought. This understanding can help us better understand the connection between physical reality and the other unseen realities. Consciousness is the source of everything that exists, and it extends beyond the physical realm. Time exists in the fourth dimension, and it is a gateway to the other dimensions. It provides us with a deeper understanding of the concept of God, and how this higher power is intertwined with the other dimensions of reality. Religions, spiritual practices, and belief systems all offer views on the divine, but one of the most unique and esoteric viewpoints comes from the Gnostics, with alternative ways of understanding God and accessing other dimensions. Gnosticism emerged during early Christianity in the 2nd century AD, and its followers believed that humans possess the capacity to become divine themselves, as well as a divine transcendent God who exists beyond the material world. Within Gnostic belief systems, the concept of the demiurge plays a significant role. The demiurge, a lesser deity or malevolent force responsible for creating the material world, which is seen as flawed or imperfect. This creation is viewed as separate from the true divine realm, and the demiurge is often depicted as ignorant of the higher spiritual realities. Within the hierarchy of Gnosticism, there's often a complex array of divine beings and powers. These beings can vary widely depending on the specific Gnostic tradition, but they typically include various levels of intermediaries between humanity and the ultimate divine source. And then there are the archons, entities often depicted as rulers or controllers, believed to influence various aspects of the material world, hindering spiritual advancement. These archetypal figures, rooted in ancient mythologies and philosophical traditions, symbolize forces that challenge the pursuit of higher consciousness and enlightenment. In contrast, the Christian Trinity consists of 3 persons in one God: the Father, the Son, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. This concept emphasizes the unity of God in 3 distinct persons, with each person playing a unique role in the divine plan. The Father is seen as the creator and sustainer of the universe. The Son is the incarnation of God who came to earth to redeem humanity, and the Holy Spirit is the divine presence that guides and empowers believers. The juxtaposition between the Gnostic hierarchy and the Christian Trinity highlights different understandings of the divine and the relationship between the material and spiritual realms. While both belief systems acknowledge transcendent divine reality, they interpret the nature of that reality and humanity's connection to it in distinct ways. Gnostics diverge from mainstream Christian theology, which often posits a separation between God and humanity. Instead, Gnostics hold a distinctive belief that divine knowledge is not only attainable, but can be acquired through introspection and spiritual practices. While the ineffable nature of God may remain unknowable, the ultimate purpose then is to transcend the material realm and return to the pleroma, the divine realm of pure spiritual existence. This journey involves not only seeking divine knowledge, but also recognizing and nurturing the inherent divinity within oneself, striving for reunion with the divine source. They view the material world as a distraction from the divine realm, and emphasize the importance of understanding the inner workings of the soul in order to unlock its spiritual potential. As the Gnostics would say, to know oneself is to know the divine. The material world is but a veil obscuring our true nature. As you can see, understanding different viewpoints is essential. Our comprehension of spirituality and the journey towards spiritual enlightenment can be enriched by delving into alternative perspectives on God, the divine, embracing the diversity of beliefs and practices across various faith traditions, fosters a deeper understanding of the human quest for meaning and connection with the divine. And despite the apparent differences, many traditions converge on the central importance of love as a guiding principle. The shared emphasis on love echoes in the accounts of near-death experiences, where individuals often report profound feelings of love and bliss, among other things, leading them to shed the fear of death. As Victor Hugo once remarked, to love another person is to see the face of God, encapsulating the essence of spiritual transcendence and the ultimate reconciliation with mortality. It's no wonder death has long been a topic of debate. While some believe death marks the end of it all, others believe it is simply a transition to another realm or a different state of existence. Astral projection, near-death experiences, and psychoactive drugs like DMT, LSD, and shrooms have all been used to explore consciousness. There are many who say they have encountered what only can be described as God in this way. Others, alien entities and beings, and otherworldly phenomena that would blow your mind. Psychedelics are like blasting open the doors of perception, offering rapid insights, while meditation is akin to a slow, steady journey towards understanding. The natural path, though slower, is often seen as more sustainable and aligned with spiritual growth. Or in other words, you don't need drugs to have these experiences. There's a possibility that when people use these methods, they get a glimpse into the afterlife or another plane of existence. Death might not be the end, but rather a gateway to something else, a higher consciousness. There are a lot of ways people have explored consciousness through meditation, shamanism, dream yoga, and psychedelics. Some people believe these practices give them these glimpses of a higher realm, and that's why they've been used for ages. These experiences believe there's more to reality than meets the eye. A person's perception of death varies from culture to culture and from religion to religion. Some believe it is a natural part of the cycle of life, while others believe it to be the end of existence. Despite these varying perspectives, death remains central to our understanding of what it means to be alive. In scientific terms, death is the moment when the body stops registering brain activity. However, sometimes people report having near-death experiences, despite being declared dead. It's no wonder NDEs are reported to be profound, life-changing experiences. They involve a feeling of peace, a sense of detachment from the body, and the feeling of being surrounded by a divine presence. Here, death may not signal an end, but rather a transition, a journey into realms unknown. In this moment of transition, leaving the physical body behind can feel like entering a tunnel, a passage where the sense of being home pervades. Here, loved ones, some familiar, some previously unknown, await, offering a sense of warmth and familiarity. This experience isn't exclusive to believers. It touches even the skeptics. Amidst this profound moment, the laws of thermodynamics echo. Energy, the essence of our being, cannot be destroyed but merely transformed. Thus, the essence of consciousness, intimately tied to this energy, persists beyond the confines of the physical body. NDEs, the insights of psychic mediums, the foresight of precognitive dreamers. They hint at a reality beyond our grasp. Together they weave a narrative of continuity, suggesting that our journey transcends the boundary of death, painting a portrait of eternity awaiting our embrace. What about portals to other realities and astral projection? For centuries, spiritual and metaphysical practices have used astral projection as a means of exploring different planes of reality outside one's body. A person who experiences this usually feels as though they are floating outside of their body and moving around in a different space. Sometimes even being able to interact with the environment. In some cases, people have been able to see their own body while traveling through other dimensions. These out-of-body experiences are what are associated with astral projection. OBEs can also be triggered by psychological techniques, such as meditation or psychedelics. It is believed that OBEs can lead to a spiritual awakening and provide insights into one's life in the universe. The experience of an OBE is an intense one and can involve feeling like one's consciousness has left their physical body. This is how they're able to explore the world from a different perspective. It can also involve feeling like one is part of the energy of the universe and can experience an intense connection with the spiritual realm. Cultures and individuals perceive God differently, with some conceiving of him as a distinct entity with specific characteristics, while others perceive him as a universal force that is impossible to define. For example, some cultures may envision God as a powerful figure that controls the universe, while others may see God as an amorphous being that transcends physical form. In the Jewish tradition, God is seen as both a loving and powerful creator, while in Buddhism, God is seen as an ever-present energy that exists in all things. In Islam, God is regarded as the one and all-powerful creator of the universe, with limitless knowledge and wisdom, and complete control over all of creation. In Hinduism, God is seen as an unknowable and mysterious being, yet also a personal being who is involved with the affairs of the world. In Sikhism, God is seen as the one all-pervading spirit, and is acknowledged in all things, including the growth of nature and the human spirit. In Jainism, for instance, God is viewed as the eternal, omniscient, and corporeal, and all-embracing principle of the universe, with no beginning or end, who is not affected by the laws of karma and rebirth. We have some recurring themes here, where God is also seen as a loving being who is the source of all creation, sustenance, and destruction, who will ultimately grant freedom from the cycle of birth and death. The list goes on and on, all of these deities sharing common ground. Despite the varied forms that God may take in different religious traditions, the common theme among them is that God is an all-encompassing and all-powerful being, who is the source of all creation, sustenance, and destruction. God is also seen as a loving being who can grant freedom from the cycle of birth and death. By viewing death as a gateway to another realm of existence and reality, we open ourselves to new dimensions of understanding and existence. Who knew death could be such an enlightening experience? Humanfluence, out.